Abusia mame fa onko piem wo abankese ma eye Ghana ye parliament a hona ye hyemra esa tumra enura de ne ho aye butubutu pa e de kosi se edonkuma no enye omho ntiase a omnsem nyina a omode to abonten ne se economy ya mu aye de ya ye fili petro aba forma nam so ma omoto petro kura che breakfast ni ade no omontiase na economy dollar aba forma ni ade nyina omosto na omodwen ho a omontiase babia enti omonsem omoka nyina ne se onabo ato forcing oman yesi katwitwiri die bi ene wakotam no apompi egu system nim ama system nim aye de saa no enti omontiase enti na aye wantwi kakra wo abankasiem na onabo ato forcing koso kire mu se enye sika bia no wakofa abe pompi egum te se NPP abreso se de no mo pompi sika bi na nso so no omo pompi a empompi a chese na no penche kakraba osuso akire ni nsemu abusua ma memo video no nenya behwe video no ene da so no.
Inflation targeting must be in sync with government policies. That's all. Mr. Speaker, saying this, I heard a minority leader say that this is state capture. Mr. Speaker, this cannot be state capture. We know what state capture is. We've seen state capture before. State capture is when you get the central bank to print for you 80 billion cedis in one fiscal year. That is state capture. Mr. Speaker, we know what state capture is. State capture, let me give you one example, is when you collateralize royalties in the name of Ejapa for 20 years. That is state capture. So, Mr. Speaker, let's put this in proper perspective. What is before us has nothing to do with state capture. What is before us is to make sure that together, as the government of the day, anchor inflation and make sure that prices of goods and services are reduced. Mr. Speaker, that is what we are seeking to do. So, Mr. Speaker, you can propose your amendment, but Mr. Speaker, I beg to say that I oppose that amendment. Thank you very much.
Abusia ankosi ho a edonkuma no koso kire mu se no Onabo Okudzeto Ablakwa adwuma a wobo as a foreign affairs minister chese ye ba akwantuo ho nsem ne international relation a Onabo Okudzeto Ablakwa ne dimatitima yie no semba kaya enche kura na President Trump America mampani edebeto abonten se omai bebre na waban ne omo from America a chese na Ghana eka ho na absemi beda abonten no dom kuma ni nsem omo ka nyina se Onabo Okudzeto Ablakwa adwuma a woye no enswani enti aban enyina di na onipa fofora obetumi aye adwuma no yemfa ne mra because se enam so ma America fo atwi esi nchen se omo ma visa biam di a na chese adwuma a woye no enswani na omo susu se mo beka ya America fo ekofa Venezuela mampani Foreign Affairs Minister twere krata koma America fo se omunya omampani na omakwa akofa na nya saade a omoso asotwe bi omode be ma na minim asotwe a Ghana fo person of the twa America fo na so krata omotwere de koye no na dom kuma ni susu se enam so ena amasa ne ma we nyina aba abusia video no da so no hwe bi ma me.
US President Donald Trump has placed temporary ban on immigrant visas for some 75 countries and Ghana as part of them. According to the minority, this is as a result of the recklessness of the Foreign Affairs Minister Samuel Okudzeto Ablakwa. Under his tenure, they say he speaks absolutely, quickly and recklessly. And so they want the Foreign Affairs Minister to go.
We cannot continue down this path. The national interests demand change. The welfare of millions of Ghanaians demand it. Ghana's reputation in the world demand it. Your foreign minister have outlived his usefulness. He values applause over achievement, rhetorics over results, and most damningly, his pattern of reckless diplomacy has made Ghana less safe, less respected, and more vulnerable on the international stage. The minority therefore calls on you, Your Excellency, to remove Samuel Okudzeto Ablakwa from the foreign minister's portfolio immediately and appoint in place a competent diplomat, a proven experience, a steady judgment, and the new person of commitment to Ghana's long-term standing interest over personal political theater.
Leading the minority was the deputy ranking member on the Foreign Affairs Committee of Parliament, Nana Asafo Aye, who asked the president to recall Ghana's ambassador to the US, Victor Smith, over similar diplomatic infractions.
Ambassador Smith has apparently forgotten that his job is not to be the government propaganda chief in America. His job is to protect Ghana's interest in Washington, to engage, to negotiate, to prevent disasters like this visa freeze. He has failed catastrophically. President Mahama must recall him immediately. Ghana cannot afford ambassadors who prioritizes press release breaching confidentiality on consular services over diplomatic engagement when our national interests hang in the balance.
As part of their demands, the minority is asking for an immediate public accountability, that's within 7 days, and the employment of a direct diplomatic envoy and accountability and leadership change. George Quenin, TV3 News, Parliament House, Accra.
Abusia mesade wo kopiem wo GPRTU asoye na munyina munim transportation ho sensem a aba won kramam ha tese wo ko ba bia na no nso so akoye boache bidin sebe ya obefa ka free ha edi akodu kroma na se okodu kroma waye wadi udwuma awie no sebe ya obeba ofie abeje wa home no na no nso so akoye oyene kase pa edi ama omanfo na omo hye se omo befa kwan bi so ape basis bi edi abre omanfo na ena me no kasai omo aye omadwen se ayalolo na ase ne new basis bi a omatumi aprocure no omo di ni nyina abegu system ni mu asese ame no kasai no omo che se de be ya we ko ha we ko Madina we ko Awoshi we ko Banyard we ko La Paz we ko ha achese omo che bas no ama babia ensu anya bi se de be ya akone badie no eno susu betumi akoso wano abusia video nne da so no hwebi mame.
Where how many stars?
Where is 61? 61.
That's the middle one.
You made the name now, come with 60. We come with 61.
I can say how conducted.
But not
But not.
Mami fa unwura gold board ensensem ya nananom a omunim gold board no sesei no ekoba ne gold nsensem na omo ne board a ya set omo Ghana mamu ha ekoba na omo mutu gold ni ade na omo ne yeton ma omo no omo so de akwa ma no ne akoton se de be ya Ghana yesika ni nyina betimi aboa no ne yenya bia ye de pese de ye na kata sese ne proye ne dwirim kankan no ye yini nyina de afiri ho nene a me no kasa gold board se omo a set up refinery ewo mamu ha sese no first no na ke tu gold ni fra asase ni mu a ye de ko obi ma so ni akwa dandan ni ansa ni asan ton ama omo tese be wie ni esika na eketua bi etie na me no kasai omo ankasa any companies private companies ne aban no akabom as refinery kama pa sese no omo ba be hye adwuma ase akese gold no ombe dandan ni ewo mangana mu ansa na aba value a make se ni sika potin na kosoro no omo de akwa amano ne akwa akoton abusia ona abo sami jamfi edin sembi atudwa hwebi mame
quality services to the government of Ghana. The refinery, I can confirm, is implementing all the recommendations we made. We then commenced the drafting of an agreement between us and Gold Coast Refinery, which agreement has gone through rigorous scrutiny by the governing board of the Gold Board and our sector minister. Now, this agreement, which we'll be signing a few moments from now, is going to ensure that up to 1 metric ton of gold, in other words, up to 1,000 kilograms of gold that is exported by the Ghana Gold Board, will be refined here in Ghana at Gold Coast Refinery every single week. And we hope to ramp this up through a gradual phased approach and ensure that we are able to achieve total local refining of all the gold we export out of the country. Let me say that Gold Coast Refinery has been very cooperative. They have not relented despite the challenges. There's a refinery that was commissioned in November of 2016 that has gone through several challenges since then. But I think that with where we have gotten to now, it's important to commend them for their persistence and their determination. They have not given up on their Ghana project. And what is even more exciting about this occasion, and the agreement we are about to sign is the coming on board, or let me say the bringing on board of Rand Refinery by Gold Coast Refinery. As I've already indicated, Rand Refinery is the only LBMA accredited refinery in the whole of Africa. And it is our hope that by coming on board, they will bring their expertise, their experience to bear to enhance the technical capacity, the management capacity of Gold Coast Refinery.
Why are you also not talking about Shatawale? When the junkies got there, what happened? Abusia we enyamensem man be ye friend Awa Mohammed na omu ye debate kakra ewo Joy News na odi nsem bi to dwa Shatta movement amfani ye kra edikosise mani argument ne koso ano or make reference bi say tama ye che Shatawale edi ni ko Iroko no junkies omo ba ho no omo title so omo nyina ye junkies a chese asemi bada abonten Shatta movement nso amfani ye kra chese abeye penchen kakra wo media ne so a Shatta movement dodo na etwabo man yi na enam so amasami flex nso aba be ye hu video a o chirechirem a chese ono so okana dwi ye pa edi chire mu Awa Mohammed ewo media ne so a chese Shatta movement de se de as a title de ama omo junkie no ahwe me ko chirechirem yi a omo de omo nche broken heart ahwe na omo be block be wa ha eti Shatta movement we de enyame na me kan yo abusia se wunya video ni bi hwe ya hwe bi ma me ene da so no.
It's freeze or not?
Actually.
It has been freezed.
Yes.
He's in custody.
Yeah.
Yes.
Are you getting it?
And the process has started.
No, has he been released?
Oh.
Is it no more than 3 weeks?
Take your time. Why are you not talking about Abu Trika?
Why are you also not talking about Shatawale?
What happened to Shatawale?
When they arrested Shatawale, they gave that stringent bail conditions. When the junkies got there, what happened?
Which junkies
They
are
had to be removed.
You called it junkies.
Hey.
Oh,
Hey,
but did
you,
you see
I didn't see you. You are saying
people
I didn't
and
see.
so on. You know,
I didn't. Junkies went there.
I only saw him
Shatawale
on
came out of the place and
Abusia ma me fa nko pie mu wo US abrochima mu abrantie bi na owo supermarket a chese ye ka supermarket a enyema bi a wo pay de no aduane ne ade groceries ne ade no ho na abrofo no omko no omkodi omdwa edi begu no omsoso do anu a omnuane di na man yi supermarket yi abrantie bi ko ho se okwa akoto enema kakra no no so de akoye aduane adi no obowura mu no ene okọ meat section ho na ba bia enam ne ade wo no okoe no kohu meat bi a ase nipa nan odwen ho a se ade die twetwe aso kakra enti emani free supermarket ho nti opie ye no ene ofra post for se makohu nam bi wo supermarket we na medwene ho a menti ase enti momra na momehwe bi ma me ena wanu tua abrofu die eye ni na wa mukopie mo ha a chese enam ya eda ade mu a ye ton yi a chese enipa nan pa na eda ho a ya wuro hu nyina mebo video na mo anya bi ahwe na omuhu ne saa no na omo hwehwe mu a na omo se abrante ya supermarket ye ne die da bia omo ko bisebusa ne neighbor ho no be se 3 days ni no ono kwa ne kwa adwuma de ba okwa adwuma de ba ye hu ne yere but wa ware etu omo hwehwe mu ko supermarket obabia eye omo menka so mo storage ni ade no na omo koye no abrante yi atimi achene ne yere achechire na twane nan pa en wa wro ne nan hu nyina de abeto chef mu a oton ne yere ne nan na de ene betimi aba ama watimi atwa o yere nan awrowro ho te se beef e de abeto chef mu se oton abusua video no na to aso no hwe bi mame.
Police never expected that an emergency call would uncover such a horrifying case. While shopping, Andrew Miller discovered a piece of meat on the counter with an unusual shape, disturbingly similar to a human leg. Sensing that something was terribly wrong, he left the supermarket and contacted the police in a state of panic. The scene was quickly sealed off. Customers were evacuated and the meat section was completely shut down. The supermarket owner, John Martin, was taken into custody. In stark contrast to the tension around him, he appeared cold and almost emotionless in the face of relentless questioning. As the investigation expanded, police discovered that John's wife, Emily Martin, had been missing for 3 days. There was no missing person report, no phone calls, and no signs that she had left voluntarily. Neighbors reported that they had not seen Emily, only John coming and going alone. During a search behind the supermarket, authorities found Emily alive but severely weakened and with only one leg remaining. Forensic results confirmed that the severed leg was the same piece of meat displayed on the counter. Faced with undeniable evidence, John claimed that after discovering his wife's infidelity, he became consumed by rage and committed such a barbaric act, but no reason can justify this level of violence. The case immediately shocked the public and stirred deep fear throughout the community.
Abusia yewo American sense mu na mesade wo bawura mu Ken Oforiata asoeye ena me no kase court asan de Ken Oforiata asan kwa kushima omo kase na sem ne de yasan tu ahyeda na America court no kase omanga na sem file se yen extradite no anase yen fa ni mfiri America mamu enfa ne mra Ghana na omecheche ni nsemu ekoba no katasehye dwirimdie a oman ni susu se Ken Oforiata edi oman Ghana no omra no mecheche ni nsemu na America ban se krata kire se yesi yemfa ne mra no omunya hu krata bia enti no friend is saying news wo media yisu a amanfo se ye de krata akosi yemfa ne mra no na eno no eye bosrem kana na chese ensem a ekosu yi na chese America court no wasan hye se eye February mu no omumpe krata kire se yesi yemfa Ken Oforiata emfa ne mra na se krata no omutumi di ba na se hwe na se yesi yemfa ne mra o man Ghana mu dia ene na ne deportation na mo ka ho asema na extradition na ye de ne ba amana be cheche ni nsemu no eno nso so ebetimi adimu ye abusia ansa ne se ebekọ ne yemfa asedama zebron.com omo no mo se koba no software ye de mobile phone ho adwuma unlocking decoding flashing ne dia kozebron.com na software etwagu wase ho EFT Pro Pandora unlock 2 mo no untobi enfangu mo computers na mo adwuma enyi sika twetwere die enso mfangu mo botom mediane Mr. Zebron Makram.